Coach, what did you like the most about this victory here tonight?
Well, I think there's a lot of things to like, but it's just one game, so we won't get excited too much here. I think our players did a good job in the first period. I think we had a lot of penalties there, and we had to kill against a really good power play. But, you know, I think our guys have displayed what they displayed all playoffs and all year. I think we've blocked shots, and our players were dedicated to try to be first on puck against a team that's very fast and that's got quickness to be first on puck, and we knew that. So, I mean, it's the first one. We're expecting the next game to be even tougher.
Can you get a sense of just how confident this team is going into an overtime period?
You know what? I don't think our attitude changes. It doesn't change before the game, between periods, and you know, whether we score a goal or we get scored. And I think that's what we've acquired over time, is to stay calm, you know, regardless of what's happening in the score. And when they scored the goal, there's just nothing changed on the bench, and nothing changed what we needed to do. And it's the same for the overtime. So I think, you know, we didn't do any extraordinary things. We just did the ordinary things well, and we stuck to it.
Bobby was just saying that it took him until game 82 to really figure out where he needed to be and what you wanted him to do. He said his learning curve was bigger than most. But when he got to the playoffs, it was a total refresh. I was curious if, when the playoffs started, you had said anything to him to help kind of start over again. No,
I think when you know, Bobby had some terrific stretches during the year, and you know, when you're an offensive player, and you know, you're doing all the right things, but you're not finishing. And because that's what it was with Bobby. There's sometimes he's just as good as now. He wasn't finishing, and then it gets to be a mental block, and then you start thinking that you're not doing the right things. And you know, Bobby had a tough year also on a personal level, and you know, there's nothing you can do about that. Some years are tougher than others in that respect, and so he had a lot of things to manage. And for me, I thought the first time he came back from his first injury, he was amazing. He just wasn't finishing, and then got injured again, then came back, and I thought the last 12 games of the year he was great. He was just as good as now. He's blocking shots, he's paying the price, a real good, solid two-way guy. And then finally, the last game of the year, just finally got that goal, and at the same time we're starting the playoffs, and I just think it's once you get a refresher or some sort of schism, you know, or a stoppage of some kind, and you get another chance to start back at zero at whatever, it's just your mind is a little freer, and that's all it was. Because really, he understood everything since the beginning. He's in the right places, and that was never an issue ever. So I just think that he really became a good, solid two-way player. But that's what we've asked of all our players, whether it's our defensemen or our forwards. And some guys took a bit more time to be consistent at it, but we've seen terrific stretches of Bobby the whole year. So for me, right now is just the finishing part. That's where it's paying off. But that's it. The rest, he's the same guy that's done a lot of good things for us during the year.
Guy, could your team have possibly executed your game plan any better than it did tonight?
Yeah, we can. I think there's obviously a few areas that you always want to improve, and we're expecting a really tough pushback on their part the next game. You know, just like they on their power plays, they pushed hard, and whenever they got some space, they gave us some problems, and we want to make sure we're aware of what their plans are. So we're going to definitely try to be as thorough as we can to make sure we're aware of any adjustments that they're going to make. But I think the fact that their top players can you know, come out of nowhere and create something, that's already that's the biggest worry that I think you got to have against that team. And we're aware of it, but it's hard to be perfect. These guys are really, really good. I mean, that's the Stanley Cup champions, and it's a proud group, and it's a group that doesn't have many flaws. So it's hard. It's very difficult. So we're expecting even more difficult next game.
Yeah, well, there's two questions if I can ask too. The first one would be a lot of talk about Bobby Ryan, obviously his game. What's happened with him and Pajot? I don't know, when you first put them together, did you expect to have that kind of chemistry? What's driving the two of them?
No, I won't pretend to be a genius and know in advance what the guys are going to give me. It's really, you know, you've been with us all year. I change my lines all the time, depending on what I need and depending on matchups and depending on who's doing great. And that's what happens. When you change, you figure out some chemistry between guys that you wouldn't know. You know, it all looks nice when you put it on the board, but then life happens after, and all of a sudden you get some nice surprises. But what I like is our players are used to that all year, and it's given them the chance to get accustomed to each other, and get different types of chemistries, but also be open to, at any moment, we adjust and we change lines and we change pairings, and I think it's just made our group more versatile and more ready to adapt, and that's just one pair there that's done well together. But you know, we've had other guys also we matched up in other games of the first series. You know, it was Brass and Bobby. You know, they were terrific together. And then it wasn't the same against the Rangers, so we switched it, and it's paid off.
And the other question was, you mentioned the power play earlier, or penalty killing early. Momentum from that, clearly.
Yeah, you know, without saying momentum, at least we didn't lose anything. To get us momentum, I think it was a steady game. After that, I don't think all of a sudden we took over, and you know, I just thought we were steady, so we killed it, and we were calm. It was difficult, obviously, because it can come from anywhere in that power play. Our goalie was solid. Our players were willing to block shots, and were in the shooting lanes. And you know, just like the last series, I think there's a display of paying the price from our guys, and I think you know, probably in the penalty kill was evident. But after that, you know, it was just about grinding our game and bringing what we brought before to this game, and nothing different.
Coach, can you explain the success that you've had in overtime so far in these playoffs? It almost looks like your team's more comfortable playing in overtime than in regulation at times.
I wouldn't say more comfortable. We've been good. We've been good. It's just I know one thing is our players are really good at not fearing you know, the outcome. We play the way we play, and whether it's overtime or a third period, or we're leading or we're trailing, we just really keep the same approach. So it's been healthy for us. But to say that we have this great solution in overtime, that would be absolutely wrong to say that. We just play the overtime the same way we play the other periods, and they just turned out for us.
Question en français, Guy, si tu permets. Donner l'impression, pour employer une image, d'avoir servi de la soupe tiède au Lion pendant 3 périodes. À soir, vous l'avez affamé, vous avez endormi la foule, vous avez maîtrisé le match, seulement 6 revirements, ils en ont commis 17. Est-ce que c'est possible de jouer aussi bien 4 fois? C'est possible de nourrir le Lion 4 fois comme vous l'avez fait ce soir?
Je ne sais pas, mais c'est sûr que nous, on ne planifie pas commencer à tout changer ce qu'on fait. C'est évident que ça va sûrement avoir certains ajustements, puis il va y avoir, comme on dit en anglais, un pushback de l'adversaire. Mais c'est sûr que nous, on a une façon de jouer, puis les joueurs sont très dédiés. Ils sont dédiés dans les deux sens de la patinoire, parce qu'aujourd'hui, on a eu 35 lancés offensivement. On a eu beaucoup de très bonnes chances de marquer contre une équipe qui met beaucoup de pression, qui est difficile à percer. Donc, je pense qu'on est... Le but, c'est d'être bon dans les deux sens. On n'est pas une équipe défensive. On est une équipe qui est bon dans les deux sens de la patinoire. Est-ce qu'on est exceptionnel dans les deux sens de la patinoire? Je pense pas qu'il y a personne qui nous met dans cette rangée d'équipes-là. Je pense qu'il
Il manque 7 victoires pour qu'on fasse ça.
Ben, c'est justement. Fait que, quand je regarde ça, pour nous autres, c'est juste un match. On a bien fait, mais on est très conscient qu'on a des choses à améliorer encore, puis que l'adversaire va être encore meilleur au prochain match. Alors, on se compte pas d'histoire.